Mariner Books and HarperAudio present The Float Test, a novel, by Lynn Steger Strong, performed by Arndt. For my parents, with love and gratitude. And would it have been worth it, after all? Would it have been worthwhile? After the sunsets and the dooryards and the sprinkled streets? After the novels, after the teacups, after the skirts that trail along the floor, and this, and so much more? It is impossible to say just what I mean. But as if a magic lantern threw the nerves in patterns on a screen, would it have been worthwhile if one, settling a pillow or throwing off a shawl and turning toward the window, should say, "That is not it at all. That is not what I meant at all." T.S. Eliot, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. And with all of this, I am still allowed to miss it so. Joy Williams, 1 Acre. Prologue. Once, when we were little, I was 8 and Fred was almost 10. Jen was 12, but she felt teenage. George was almost 3. Fred and I ran away from home. It was summer. Our favorite nanny had just quit. Mom, a lawyer, had court, and she'd left Jen in charge. And Jen was busy looking after toddler George, yelling upstairs to us not to get our rooms too messy. "Jude," Fred said. She whispered, coming into my room, her hair pulled back. She climbed onto my bed, blue Umbros loose on her long, spindly legs, a 2 sizes too big Shane Matthews jersey falling off one shoulder. "We're leaving," she said. I was still under the covers reading Anne of Avonlea. Fred took the book and grabbed my hand. "We aren't ever coming back," she said. Her face, her voice. I sat up, got out of bed. Fred packed a pint of strawberries, half a pound of pre-sliced boar's head honey maple turkey, a 1/4 pound of provolone, 2 Snickers bars, 4 bags of potato chips. The garage had years of Christmas present bikes that we mostly didn't ride but got new every year. We lived 4 miles from the beach but hardly ever went. Mom got antsy. All that sitting. Dad despised the mess of sand. Fred and I never made it to the beach that day. We had to scale 3 bridges, 2 rivers, and the inlet. And on the second, steepest bridge, Fred's bike flipped. We weren't wearing helmets. It was 1991. She ducked her head just shy of making contact with the concrete, scraped her lower back and ass instead. "Freddie! Freddie!" I said, running toward her. She looked shocked and scared, but wasn't crying. "Jude," she said. I helped her up. We wore no sunscreen, and her face was bright red, sweating. I went to get her bike down at the bottom of the bridge, and we walked back. A storm rolled through and soaked us, and when we got home, Jen made us strip off all our clothes in the backyard. "We were," she said, "too wet. Disgusting. Dad would lose his shit if we dripped on his floors." She threw towels at us out on the porch and only let us in once she was sure we were dried off. I'm guessing Jen told Mom and Dad, and Mom got mad, and Dad sulked and said he didn't know why we had to scare him like that. I know for sure Fred lied and said we'd only meant to swim. Nothing ever came of it. But still, that day, brand new tires bouncing on cracked sidewalk, hands sweating on the rubber handlebars, panting as we climbed that first steep bridge, Fred in front of me, her backpack lumping past her bike seat, her dark hair up tight in a bun. I felt so lucky that she'd chosen me to leave with her like that. By last summer, the summer Mom died,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?